Yes, we can now report that Lucy Letby has been found guilty of the murder of 7 babies, the attempted murder of 6 babies, after jury deliberations of 110 hours here at Manchester Crown Court. These were all children who were on the neonatal ward at the Countess of Chester Hospital between June 2015 and June 2016. Amongst her victims were baby boys, baby girls, sets of twins, and included 2 boys from a set of triplets. These were children that Lucy Letby, now 33, but at the time of these attacks was in her mid-20s, had a duty to protect, to care for and to heal. Instead, the jury here has decided that she attacked and tried to kill them. The nature of these crimes is difficult to comprehend, even tougher to report, and the scale of them is absolutely unprecedented. And after these guilty verdicts here today at Manchester Crown Court, Lucy Letby now bears the title of one of the UK's most prolific child serial killers of modern times. And we can also now report that the verdicts were delivered over the course of several days, that Lucy Letby was present to hear some of those guilty verdicts, but today and at the end, earlier this week, she decided not to be in the courtroom. She made that decision not to be in court to hear that she was found guilty of the murder of 7 babies and the attempted murder of 6 others. She declined to appear via video link as well. But in court, in a case that has lasted 10 months, where there has been so much forensic detail, where there has been medical evidence, where we have heard from expert witness and the testimonies of colleagues of Lucy Letby, all of that so forensic. But when it came to the delivery of these guilty verdicts, there were highs of emotion, the types of which you rarely see in a courtroom, the victims' families present for much of the trial, and also to hear those guilty verdicts being read out. There were gasps in the courtroom as some of those families heard that their children indeed had been attacked and killed by former neonatal nurse Lucy Letby. Many of those families burst into floods of tears. They were comforting each other as one guilty verdict was read out over the course of the past few days. One child's mother held what looked like a stuffed rabbit toy close to her face. What now? Well, that we have heard from the judge in this case that sentencing of Lucy Letby will happen on Monday. Again, we understand from her defence team that Lucy Letby will not be present to hear what sentence she will be passed in her absence. But the jury here, as I say, 110 hours of deliberation to bring those guilty verdicts, the murder of 7 babies, the attempted murder of 6 others. They also returned verdicts of not guilty on 2 counts of attempted murder and were unable to come to a decision on 6 further counts of attempted murder. And over the course of this trial, and the jury, during their deliberations, have agreed that the types of attacks and murders that Lucy Letby carried out involved her abusing the trust that was given to her because she wore an NHS badge and was a nurse on that hospital ward between June 2015 and June 2016. But we can also report at this time that Cheshire Police have confirmed that they are now looking into whether Lucy Letby could have been responsible for any further attacks outside of that timescale of the attacks involved in this case. So beyond that 2015 to 2016 timeframe, we know that she was a nurse for several years before that at the Countess of Chester Hospital, that she also worked in work placements at Liverpool Women's Hospital as well. So that confirmation coming from Cheshire Police, who have been driving this investigation since suspicions were first raised to them all the way back in 2017. So that news, just to recap from here, from Manchester Crown Court today, that Lucy Letby, a 33-year-old former neonatal nurse working at the Countess of Chester Hospital, found guilty by the jury here of the murder of 7 babies,